Hello everybody, hope everybody's having an awesome day. So today we're going to talk about Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, a game I own on the 360. A game I actually never honestly intended to get, but I had a free game rental and I rented the game. Curious to try it, see what it was like, being a first person, Plants vs. Zombie game. I never played any of the games before, and my son and me actually had a lot of fun with it. It's funny how when it's cartoony characters, it doesn't seem to affect you as much as a realistic first-person shooter with leaderboards does, because, I don't know, but anyway, a lot of fun game, and not really surprising to anybody, but EA has announced that next week they'll be adding microtransactions to the game. Now, when the minute you bring up microtransactions in a big company, there's always negativity towards it. This wasn't a surprise because PopCap had said before the game came out that they had the ability to later add microtransactions if they wanted to into the game. Now, this is a game where microtransactions make sense in the sense that there are hundreds upon hundreds of custom items for your character. The new Zomboss DLC just came out with the Zomboss sticker pack. There's hundreds of new customizable stuff for your characters. This game is all about customizing your characters. That most of the stuff you get in the packs are customization. There are, if you pay the 40,000 coins basically for the pack that gives you a character, that one will definitely give you a character. You can, through other packs, get those same characters, but it's only a piece every pack or every other pack or something like that. Now, the reason why microtransactions, for me, after playing it, doesn't bother me is no character breaks this game. No character is so overpowering that you can't play. That's why microtransactions don't really bother me, because basically how the microtransaction is going to work with this is two ways you can play the game. You can either play the game normally, and completing every online match automatically gives you 2,000 coins. Of course, depending on how well you do on top of that, you could get more coins, but defaultly you get 2,000 coins just for finishing the match, whether your team wins or loses. And the lowest sticker pack is 5,000 coins, but you only get little customizable options. You're not going to get like the rare stuff or a character out of that. It goes 5,000 all the way up to 40,000 for sticker packs. But basically what they're doing with the microtransaction is you can either do it that way, or you can buy the coins and get the characters and customizable stuff quicker. So this is a game that does not get broken by this. And I do like options for people, gamers, because to me, if you're the type of person like me, I'll just grind through the game. I really won't call it grinding, I have fun playing it, but continue to play the game over and over again and just build up the coins and then purchase it that way. Cool. If you're the type of person who doesn't want to do that, who just wants to get stuff right away, then microtransactions is the way for you. This system doesn't bother me, because the problem when I have with microtransactions where you can buy the stuff right away is when it totally breaks the online game, where you become so overpowering that people can't beat you. In this case, it doesn't overpower you, because this game was built with the centric ideal that this is more or less a shooter that's kind of, it is cartoony, it is FPS, but it's built more closer to kids, that when you go online and play this, there are a lot of kids playing this game. My son is 7. He likes to play this game. And so it is a cartoony game, more geared for kids, so it is not a game where one character is overpowering. So it doesn't bother me doing microtransactions. Hey, there's nothing to complain, right? They released DLC for this game for free. Okay, there's not a lot of complaining to do here. The microtransactions don't break the game. One of the greatest comments I saw to this article for somebody, because a lot of people are complaining, microtransactions suck and this and all that. One person said, it's funny, all you people in the game are complaining are the same people who aren't going to pay for the microtransactions anyway. What does it matter to you? And listen, whether people want to admit or not, developers are still trying to figure out this microtransaction stuff. What is the right balance for people playing a game? It also depends on what genre your game is. Some gamers are willing to tolerate much more in a certain genre than others. For example, Call of Duty, gamers are willing to pay $15 for 3 or 4 DLC packs compared to other games where they won't. They could have gone the bad route with this DLC, where basically it costs so much money. You want this thing or you want that thing, here's how much it would cost you to buy it. But instead you're just getting coins to do what the regular players do, just quicker. And the game randomly gives you items. This is not a case of the game gives you the same thing. If you buy this pack, you're getting this. It is, you buy a pack and you randomly get the customizable items. Like, okay, Zomboss pack came out with the new DLC. You're going to get what the Zomboss stuff is, but it's only that's hundreds of customizable items randomly picking through a pack. So you could have to buy packs for a while to get that one item you really want. The only one that's not like so hard to figure out is the character one, because there are only so many characters in the game. So you buy that pack and eventually you're going to get what you want. So again, the frustration for people is that is randomizing what you get, but to me that's kind of fun, just being able to buy a pack and not know what you're going to get. But some people don't like that. So to me, the transaction doesn't bother me they're doing this in the game. Again, because it doesn't break the game. But I understand why people don't like microtransactions. You don't like the fact that you buy a game, and in the case if you buy a game and then things are walled off just to make you buy it, that does bother me. But I also understand when people get upset when there's like day one DLC for a game. I understand that some games, maybe some of that stuff wasn't done yet, that would have never been released, but because they have that, because when they press a game has to be done, like, the game doesn't just like get done right before it comes out. The game is done more or less months before it actually comes out and has to get pressed. So during that time, they're actually finishing up stuff they would have never got to with DLC and release it, and can have it out day one. They're also, for a lot of people, I know people get upset when DLC's out quickly, but most games, to be honest, people only play that game for a short amount of time, move on to the next one. So when it comes to DLC, it's good to have more DLC out early so that people can play your game longer and stay with it. If you release later, it's not like an online game, right? An online shooter game, those people are probably going to be playing that game for a long time if it's a very popular game. But a lot of other games don't have that long of a life cycle. You beat it and you move on to the next one. But anyway, enough about all that. What do you think about them adding microtransactions to Plants vs. Zombies? Here's my other question, because I do think this is important. Is your opinion swayed by the fact this is EA? If this was somebody else, would you not be so anti because they announced microtransactions? Anyway, guys, like always, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.